Hi everyone, my name is Emma and this is my first YouTube video. I know it's exciting. I have wanted to do a YouTube video for so long now, and I have tried filming this video at least 5 times already right now, and it is harder than it looks. It really is. So I wanted to make a video about being pregnant. I am 28 weeks pregnant at the moment, 28 weeks yesterday, and I feel like there's not a lot of information out there, real raw information of what people actually go through whilst being pregnant. And I wanted to give a little bit of my journey, and maybe it'll help somebody else, you know, out there that you're watching and you think you're going through the same situation. It's nice to actually, you know, hear about somebody else going through the same thing. So I thought I'd have 5 things of what I've been through or noticed while being pregnant that might help you. So first one is when you first find out you're pregnant. It is an exciting time, but it's also a nervous and scary time. And don't beat yourself up if you feel scared. It's perfectly normal. Me and my partner decided to have a baby and we planned it, and I still felt scared once I found out I was pregnant. So it is normal and it is fine to go through that, because you're not always going to be excited. At the end of the day, it is your body that is going to go through this process that you've never been through before in your life. You've heard stories, you've heard, you know, the bad bits and the good bits, but you've never been through it yourself. So you don't know how you're going to cope. You don't know how it's going to affect you. You might be this fantastic woman that, you know, don't have any symptoms and you just have this perfect baby and everything's fine. But for most of us, it is, you know, it's a hard time. So don't be scared. And it's very perfectly normal to feel like that. So don't beat yourself up for it. So the second thing is the tightness. That's right, the tightness. You feel it. It's different and it's hard to explain. I'm going to try for you. But when you're normal and you feel tired, you know, you've had a night out or you've gone to bed late and you feel a bit, you know, worse for wear at morning, but it, you know, it eases up throughout the day, or you just think, right, I'll just get some better sleep the next night. No, it is so much, it's on a different level and it is hard. You just feel like you get to this point, you feel so knackered. And I will go into bed at 7 o'clock in the evening, which I usually go to bed about, you know, 11. So it was different for us to cope with, especially my partner as well, because he wanted to see me, but he didn't really see anything of me because I was just sleeping most of the time. And it's still now, you know, I'm further along and I am tired, but for different reasons. I think the first few weeks of your pregnancy, because you're growing this person inside you for the first time, it takes so much energy away from you. And because you're pregnant as well, you can't, you know, have energy drinks or anything like that, or coffee that people would normally have. You can't have anything like that to help you through. So especially when people don't know you're pregnant as well, if you're keeping it a secret for the first few weeks, you know, like most people do. So they just think, you know, oh, she's slacking off a little bit there, especially at work. You know, you're sitting at your desk and you basically falling asleep at it. So that is hard. You can't just blame it on the pregnancy because you don't want people to know. But you do get through it. Everyone does. And especially when you actually tell people eventually and they go, oh, that's why you were so tired. So it does work out in the end, but it is a hard thing to go through, and I'm still going through it now, especially now that I'm bigger, and it is hard to get in a better sleep position because obviously you've got to stay on, you know, they say it's best to sleep on left side, but I sleep on right side as well because I just can't stay in the same position all night. It's not comfortable. And when your hips start to hurt and your belly starts to grow and get bigger, it is a bit more uncomfortable and you have to have more pillows. I've never had as many pillows in my life, and my partner definitely doesn't like the fact that I've got pillows everywhere. He feels like he's going off the bed. But end of the day, it's normal, and you get through it. But that is one thing that you just got to prepare yourself for, is the fact that you are going to be very tired. But it's all worth it in the end, because you are growing this child inside you, and you have got an excuse. If you want to have a nap, you have a nap. If you can do, obviously. I work full time in an office, so I can't have a nap during the day. So it's like this running joke now that at 2:30 every day I start yawning like all the time. And it's just a joke now. It's just something that happens. So you do laugh about it. You've got to, because at the end of the day, it's what's going to happen, and it's going to continue until you have this little baby, and then you're never going to have any sleep in, you know, next few years. So it's just really preparing you for it, really. So yeah, that's the second thing. The third thing is feeling quite big. You feel like a whale. You really do, honestly. You think, oh, this precious time, you're going to love your body and everything like this, and a lot of people say that they do, but sometimes you don't. You feel bigger. You feel like you can't, well, you don't fit in your clothes. You don't look like you normally look like. There's things that get bigger that you didn't think got bigger, like obviously your boobs and your belly, but I feel like my face has gotten bigger. My hands, like, they feel like they're a bit, like, I don't know, swollen a little bit. You just, little things that you don't normally think would get bigger, get bigger. And I mean, I'm only 28 weeks now, so I've still got a few weeks to go, so I'm going to get even bigger. And when you get invited to like parties and, you know, gatherings, friends and family, and you've got nothing to wear, and you feel, oh, you stand there and you look at your wardrobe and you just look, and you feel like, oh, what am I gonna do? I don't look good in anything. And the maternity clothes, some maternity clothes are nice, don't get me wrong, but there's not that many out there, especially if you're a bigger woman. Because I was overweight before, you know, having a baby or being pregnant, becoming pregnant. So trying to find maternity clothes that are, you know, size 18 is very difficult. And it just, I think sometimes they look a bit frumpy, to be honest. And you just want to wear your normal clothes, you want to wear your normal style, but that changes as well. And you just got to keep going with it and changing up your look to make you feel better, because sometimes you just want to wear something different, something new, not just, you know, baggy t-shirts and leggings, which leggings are a godsend. And I, for one, it took me a while to get into leggings. I've always been a jean person, but as my belly got bigger, I couldn't wear my jeans anymore. I tried jeggings, but the thick band, it just digs into your stomach. So it wasn't long until I had to get leggings, basically. So just embrace it. Some people love leggings and that's fine for them, and they can just go straight into them, and that's great. But just embrace them, because, oh, the comfort that you get. It's like, I remember just putting on my first pair from just Primark, you know, the £4 leggings, in a size up, and it felt like wearing pyjamas to work. It was great. I could just move, and there's nothing digging into the stomach, because that's the worst thing about, you know, bottoms, trying to find bottoms, is that anything like a band or a thick band just digs in. I've still not found maternity jeans that I love. I'm gonna try, but it is hard. You just, nothing beats leggings. I don't know how I'm going to get back into jeans once I've had the baby, because I'm just so used to them now. And maxi dresses and midi dresses, they're great as well. Maternity ones. I have this one from New Look, and that's very flowy, and it just is so comfortable, and it looks nice as well. But yeah, you do feel different, because it is a different style. But you embrace it. You just got to embrace it and love it, because it's not, you know, you can always go back to your normal clothes eventually, hopefully, you know, when the baby's here. But for now, just love the fact that you can wear leggings and you can wear a baggy top or a hoodie and nobody's going to judge you because you are pregnant. Just love it. The fourth thing is not being able to do your normal routine or little bits that you normally would do that are just natural to you. You can't do anymore. First one is walking. I used to walk very fast. I've always been a fast walker. I've always told people to, you know, speed up and, you know, follow me kind of thing. And now I'm like a turtle. Even slower than a turtle. I can't walk fast anymore, especially with the added weight. And you feel heavy. You feel really heavy. And it is hard. It is hard. I have to add on at least 10 to 15 minutes extra just walking time just because I'm so slow. And it is so difficult because in your head you are normal and your normal self, you're fine. And you look down and you're like, why is my body not moving, you know, fast enough that my head thinks that I can do? And it is hard to like let go and just think, right, I've just got to just let go and walk slow. It is hard, but that's one thing I've noticed. The other thing is going upstairs. That's difficult. I feel like an old person walking up the stairs one step at a time. My partner even shoves me up the stairs sometimes because he just can't be bothered to actually wait for me to go up the stairs. Another thing is putting your shoes on. That is hard, especially as your belly gets bigger. Trying to tie laces is so hard, and so it's such a difficult task to do, especially when you're running late and you need to, you know, go catch your train or make an appointment and you can't even put your shoes on. So that's another thing that I've got to do soon, is get some slip-ons. And they're not the most stylish things ever, but you know, that's what you got to do to feel comfortable, because you do pick comfort over anything. You really do. And it's okay. Another thing is shaving. That's a new thing. I can't, like, it's hard to bend over as much anymore. So bending over and shaving your legs is difficult, and trying to shave, you know, your bikini area and everything like that, you can't see it because your stomach's in the way, and it's not something that you can just move out of the way because it's this hard stomach with obviously with a baby inside, and you just basically have to guess where your shaver's going because it's so hard. And you do get used to it. I'm big now, but I'm gonna get even bigger, my stomach as well, my stomach, so it's gonna be even more difficult. So the last thing of the 5 things is, on a positive note, is feeling your baby kick for the first time, or feeling your baby kick at all, like every day, especially when it gets bigger. I was so curious about this because you don't know until obviously it happens to you. I thought it'd be something out like the Alien movie where, you know, it feels like your baby's, you know, something's coming out of your stomach. Especially when you see these videos online and you can see feet and hands moving and you just think, oh God, that's very strange. But it's just such a lovely feeling to have, and you don't feel that way at all. You're just so happy to feel your baby and to feel that it's okay and it's safe, and the bond that it creates is amazing. To be in the bath and feeling your baby move and seeing your stomach actually move, and then talking to your baby, and it kicks because it understands you, you know, it knows that you're its mum and you're talking to your baby is so amazing. And everything that I've just talked about, it makes everything better. Just feeling that baby move. I mean, at 3 o'clock in the morning when the baby's kicking either side of your stomach and you've got to lay on your side, that's not the best. I've had to do that a few times where I get up in the middle of the night and just swing my belly, you know, back and forth to try and soothe the baby back to sleep. But apart from that, it is amazing, and it's not a weird feeling at all. That's the 5th and final thing that I can say. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.